Hello everybody, this is Andre trading from Germany. He has already attended the last futures workshop, and he has actually traded the first 2 weeks after the first three theoretic workshop days, and he did really well. Look at that. Week 1, 10 hour, week 2, 2.5 hour, in total 12.4 hour. Well, that is outstanding. Andre was already a successful and consistent futures trader in month 5 of the futures workshop. So he has shown that he can detect the patterns quite easily now, and he trades in a good mental state. Otherwise, this would not have been possible. Well, let's have a look now at the trades he took. So he likes to trade the shorter time frames, and he seems to have he likes the S2 patterns. Let's see a Euro Pound S2 1 minute chart. I can immediately see this is a typical S2, a high quality S2. This is where the stop goes exactly. TC1, TC2 trending, and this has swing potential because this is a stop run level. So that's on like perspective of the 4-hour chart. Well, that's capitalizing on a counter trend move, even possibly down to the 200 moving average. Well, that is a big move. It doesn't require, but this is what it did. Break even trade as of here. Then he moved his stop here because news was coming up. Then he was stopped out by news, right? It's not unusual that the big move that comes out of a news announcement goes actually towards a target direction. So that's why I recommend to stay in, and obviously you want to have a stop in order then to get stopped out, and that was good. That was a profitable trade, right? So that's all good. Now this is an S2 long pound odd this time. That's a big R multiple. Wow, that's fantastic, right? So this is another S2, very standard type of S2. That's an S2 within a pullback, and we can see how tight the stop is, right? You can make this a break-even trade only getting up here, like far away from the last high, and that looks pretty good. All time frames are trending, right? And it has swing potential because if it breaks this high, it can make a big leap forward. So this is what it did. It did produce another nice momentum move, similar to the momentum move. So this is the pattern. That was a momentum move that leads to the pattern, and this is the momentum move that comes out of the pattern, a measured move. This is what we're looking for, right? And on the way to, and on its way, well, there was another S2 pattern, right? And this is how you can build pyramids, and he did really well. Look at that, right? He was capitalizing on this whole swing. He was actually swing trading that and then trailing behind the 21 and the last dominant higher low, and then he got stopped out. He actually did not get stopped out by this pullback, and then he got out here with a very big R multiple. It's actually taking out these highs, right? Stop run move, potential stop run move ahead. Now this is another S2 odd New Zealand, another big R multiple, 2.8 R. It's a typical, it's an S2 pattern. The stop goes on the other side of the S2. It's not such a tight stop entry, right? Well, if that's the case, we need something else. Now TC1 looks pretty good, strong and smooth trend. TC2 looks good, and here, well, that's the chart, right? We've got fantastic stop run levels. We're not too far away, so these act as a strong magnet. So price is drawn to and then through these levels. And that has swing potential. Despite the stop not being very tight, well, this gives a lot of quality to the trade, right? And TC1 and TC2 trends. So this is how it developed. It became as of here a break-even trade, and then he's just following his exits. So that's fantastic, right? This is another one, pound cat. Now this time it's an S1 long as well on the 1 minute chart. Pound cat. Let's see how that did. Well, that's not a typical one. Actually, the consolidation starts back here. This is the consolidation. That's the first touch, and then we've got flatline and compression here. Very tight stop, right? This is tradable. Nice. It finds support at the 200 moving average. This has not swing potential. because we have already made a big move here in TC3, so that's overextended from the moving averages. But with such a tight stop, I mean, you can see it here, how the R levels are laid out. This can produce a big R multiple, just taking out these stop run levels. Right? You can get to the 8 or 10 R. So overextension is relative on how tight your stop is. We actually have another S1 pattern here that has just, looks like, that is just triggered on the 4-hour chart. So that's a really interesting pattern. Well, what happened here? Well, it did not work out, right? Well, it worked its way to the 1.2R level, so it becomes a break-even trade. That's a free trade, right? And then it just stopped out at break-even. Well, that's a great trade idea. Just this time, it did not work out. Now, this is a 5-minute trade, S2, short. He mentions that it's an oval sideways, so let's have a look at it. Well, it's an S2 pattern, I can see it. This is a stop run level. It's an oval sideways, right at the stop run level. That makes it not only oval sideways, but it makes it a make or break trade as well. It has swing potential because of these stop run levels. Well, let's see what it did. Well, it worked its way through. It tries to break, well, to get to these lows. And then we've got a pullback, well, a deep pullback that takes entry out of the trade. Well, this is why this exit algorithm is made, that it takes you out, right, when the pullback is too deep. It's a bit of a pity because it had a lot of more potential, but I mean, you reach a weekly target by putting in profitable trades one after the other. We are not looking for producing big arm multiples. When they come, it's great. S2 long on a 5 minutes, or another S2. I can see it's an S2. Well, it's a bit borderline. It's basically, well, it's borderline. It could, you can see that as being overextended, but it's all relative as well. It is just in a full stop run mode, right? Stop run move mode. So that makes this actually tradable. I quite like it. It has a tight stop, and it runs up, right? And then it stops out. So this is a profitable trade. So fantastic first 2 weeks trading Forex. That's quite impressive.